Hello, racing fans. Thanks for tuning in to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, right now we're inside a very empty paddock here at Chester, but we're going to take you to some tracks that aren't so empty. We're going to show you some riveting races, some rivalries that have been going on for decades. It's all coming up right now on Comcast Sportsnet. This week, a world record was broken at Pocono Downs. We'll show you that coming up. You don't want to miss it. Plus, we head out to Delaware, Ohio for the Little Brown Jug. That's a race, again, you can't miss. Plus, George and Anthony Napolitano are two of this sport's top drivers. They rival each other on the track, but find out how they feel about each other off the track. Their story of sibling rivalry is later. And we'll take a road trip to Canada for the finals of the Milton. A lot of hardcore racing action. It's all next at Mohawk. Then after we take a look back at this week's races, rivalries, and records, we're going to take a look forward with Susan as she gives us her picks for this week. You can take notes if you want, or you can just sit back and enjoy the ride of racing's fastest-paced half hour. It all starts right now.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway.
Starting fast outside there is Brent Messenger to the early. Five and four the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to PA Harness Week. And we know the inside about this game better than anybody, he intones ever so humbly. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. And me, I'm just a poor schlub that shows up every week to co-host the show. Unlike the lovely Heather, who, at least according to Facebook, is now a public figure. Woo! Now, what's up with that? What do you think of the female John Dillinger or something, or what?
Just trying to be voted most popular in harness racing, that's all.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because our Sharla has the same thing. She, too, is a public figure. Me, I'm just a poor schlump, right? How do I become a public figure?
I'm not going to tell you my secrets.
Oh, thanks a lot. All right, we got so much stuff to get to this week. Let's not waste any more time. Okay, first of all, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, they had a $50,000 open pace for $500,000 horses. I mean, if they added one more zero, they would have gotten the same horse flesh because the big guys, the heavy hitters, all showed up. And number 3, We Will See, was the 1-2 chalk with Ron Pierce. He is probably the heaviest of all the hitters right now in the free-for-all ranks. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think he's going to be voted the older pacer of the year.
You're probably right. Okay. Number 4, Better Sweet with Dan Dube was 3-1. And number 2, your favorite, Steve, Dial or No Dial, was the 4-1 third choice with Dave Miller. And with the call, here's Jim Bavilion.
Underway and timing it well. Better Sweet out to a quick advantage by a long neck. Inside firing as well. Dial or No Dial. We Will See slides into a gap third as Better Sweet clears up front. Back fourth now there, Mac Raider, followed by Annie's Western Card. Rockin' Cam is 6th. At the back of the pack, Golden Receiver and Silent Swing is the trailer. Up top, it's Better Sweet going to take this top-notch group to the quarter in a predictably quick 26-1. Better Sweet won the last time he was at Pocono. He's controlling things here for Dan Dube. Dial or No Dial won in this class last time out. Content to sit the pocket. We Will See over $1 million in the bank this year already. He's the 1-2 favorite. He's third, but Dube doing a nice job rating up front. Inside fourth is Mac Raider to the outside. Here goes Rockin' Cam. Annie's Western Card stays 6th, and at the end, Golden Receiver and Silent Swing. The half 54-3, 28-2 second panel. Solid fractions, but not out of this world for this group. Better Sweet with the lead. Dube goes to the whip now, and on the outside, here comes We Will See. First over from third, now challenging Better Sweet. Meanwhile, excellent trip there for Dial or No Dial. Live cover for Rockin' Cam moving up fourth. Meanwhile, Mac Raider dropping back a bit. 3/4, 121-2, 26-4 there in the third panel. Better Sweet trying to hold off We Will See, who pulls up alongside of his rival. Inside still there in the pocket, Dial or No Dial, Rockin' Cam fourth. Top of the stretch, We Will See takes over the lead now. Better Sweet trying to fight back. Here comes Dial or No Dial, but he's not getting to We Will See. Dial or No Dial all out, but We Will See.
Okay, Better Sweet cut the mile. Dial or No Dial took the 2-hole. We Will See got away third, came first up, and he starts motoring on red-hot, torrid, blistering fractions. You get the picture?
I got it.
Okay. And all of a sudden, in the lane, it becomes a real dogfight, but we will see emerges victorious. He wins it by an open length in 1:48 flat. Perhaps you didn't get that, but I'll say it again. 1:48 flat, the fastest mile ever at Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs. It tied the world record previously held jointly here at Harrah's Chester by Artistic Fellow, and the other horse's name was Mr. Big. So it's quite a mile and quite a big deal at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. I told you it was a $500,000 race, not too cleverly disguised as a $50,000 race. Anyway, stay with us, please. When we come back, more hot action from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and we'll have a look at yet another track record-setting performance. We'll have to go back in our archives, 34 years. It's this week's Blast from the Past, so don't stray too far. Things are going to heat up here. Don't go away.
By the stands of first time, Rambling Willie has taken over the lead.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
NF quotable got
Why
him in
do so
time
many
with
winners
the low.
travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
Hi there again, and welcome back to PA Harness Week, along with the lovely Heather Moffat. I'm Steve Ross, and I would be remiss unless I mentioned today that you are smoking hot.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you great dress, good shoes.
No, I think it's just the weather. I mean, here it is, October 1st, and it's really hot out.
It's humid.
Yeah.
And it's not
Just the
raining
weather.
enough for anybody, you know?
No,
Right, okay. All right, anyway, let's go. More racing action at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It was the 5th race on Saturday, and the lovely Heather has all that for you.
Before we get into this, I just want to say, in case Foiled Again is watching, Foiled Again, I didn't want to slight you by saying that, you know, we will see, might be the older pacer of the year, because Foiled Again, I love you, and you're just as much as a contender as he is. So, kisses. I love you, baby. You're my boo.
What do you mean, if Foiled Again is watching? Of course Foiled Again is watching. What else would a harnesser be doing on Saturday besides watching PA Harness Week?
Exactly. Okay, yes. Winners over Pacers here. Purse, $29,000. Number 2 is Riggins. Oh, you might not know this. He's a daddy. He stood stud last year in Delaware. His first babies will be born this spring. So that's
Quite
kind of
a
interesting,
man.
yes. The 1 is Rockham. Now, he's a really tough horse that won the 3-year-old Open here at Chester not too long ago. And then we've got number 6, Trade Editor. I just want to point out, most people want their horses to have like at least 30 starts a year. This horse already has 33 starts, and here it is, the top of October.
Half mile 55 even, 28 even second panel. Solid pace being laid down up here by Trade Editor. And Dube goes to the whip to try to keep the lead there. Close in the pocket now. You've got Riggins to the outside. First over maneuver begun by Rockham and David Miller brushing towards the front. Following that move, Rescue Plan for it. The gap there to Arctic Warrior and Rockstar Temper. But still on top, it's Trade Editor. 3/4, 122-2, 27-2 on the back there. Trade Trade Editor trying to hold off the charge of Rockham. Meanwhile, in the pocket, Riggins is ready to roll. Further back, Rescue Plan comes up into fourth. At the top of the stretch, Trade Editor. And now Dube doing all he can. Trade Editor still by a length. Riggins is all out in the passing lane. But Trade Editor has something left to give here.
Trade Editor ships in from Yonkers, rates a new lifetime mark of 150. Dan Dube guided him to the winner's circle. Wire-to-wire victory, by the way, and pays $24.60. A nice payoff there. Riggins got a pocket trip, had to settle for second. Third went to Rockham.
Saturday's 12th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs was for winners over $25,000 lifetime. Some nice pacing horse flesh in here. Number 3, Ideal Matters, and Andrew McCarthy were the odds-on 3-5 choice. Number 2, PH Jackpot was 5-2 with George and Anthony. And number 6, Real Celebration with Dan Dube was 7-1. And here's Jim Baviglia with that call.
Underway. Very tight start. All of them leaving pretty well there. Rocking the house on the outside to bang it out here with Ideal Matters, and rocking the house to the front. Ideal Matters to the pocket, and 2 back now to PH Jackpot third. After that, it's another length and a half to Southwestern Dream. Inside fifth, Ideal Matters, and the trailer here is Real Celebration. And up top, Rockin' the House with the lead. Single file, they come to the quarter in 26 3/5. Rockin' the House moving up after a nice win last time out, and he's the aggressor here by a length. Drumfire with Anthony Napolitano working on that pocket trip. And you've got PH Jackpot on the drop tonight third. Southwestern Dream is fourth. They stay single file through the straightaway here with Ideal Matters. The talented chipper, 3-5 favorite, pacing fifth. He's headed outside to follow Southwestern Dream, and Real Celebration will do the same. So they'll be 3 and 3 out now. The half 55 even, 28-2. The second panel. No outside pressure there for Rockin' the House. So he'll try to turn it on now here on the back stretch. He's still got Drumfire pacing behind him in the pocket. And now the plugs go out. And first over, here comes PH Jackpot. Grinding up there. Picking up that cover. Ideal Matters showing pace fourth. Staying on the inside. Southwestern Dream gapped out at the end. Real Celebration. Rockin' the House still on top, but pressure coming. 3/4. 122-2, 27-2, third panel. It's a slight edge there for Rockin' the House. On the outside, it's PH Jackpot. Ideal Matters coming up 3 wide. Still there in the pocket. Drumfire. Top of the stretch. Rockin' the House has the lead. Out wide, here comes Ideal Matters full of pace. Rockin' the House is digging in, but Ideal Matters gaining with each stride. Rockin' the House and Ideal Matters to the line. Ideal Matters.
Rockin' the House. An 8-1 shot with Matt Cali rocketed it to the front like a jet plane from the 5-hole and cut the mile. PH Jackpot came first up at the 3/4, but could not clear. Ideal Matters got a perfect second over trip and pounced in the lane, but Rockin' the House was dead game and yielded grudgingly. Ideal Matters won it by a little bit like a short head in 150 flat. Rockin' the House was second. Number 1, Southwestern Dream off at 8-1 with Joe Pavia Jr. got third. And as promised, we're going to go back 34 years, another record-setting performance, because it's time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the blast from the past. Okie dokie. Well, the track record was 155, set by Oil Burner. But this field had such a high-level field of heavy pacers that track record was definitely going to be in jeopardy. Will it be broken? Let's watch.
Coming to the top of the stretch, Rambling Willie with that lead. Bob Farrington looking over his shoulder as he sees Joe O'Brien coming with Umbro Ranger. Rambling Willie in the stretch now. Umbro Ranger's making a challenge on the outside. Rambling Willie's there. Umbro Ranger and Coming Meadow Blue Chip. But it's Rambling Willie hanging in there. Umbro Ranger coming up. Rambling Willie on top.
The great, the immortal Rambling Willie. His breeding, well, he was, I guess, a donkey out of a garbage can. Didn't have much breeding, but boy, he could pace a hole in the wind, and he did on this particular night, breaking Oil Burner's track record of 155, went 154-3. Now, that doesn't sound much like anything today, but 34 years ago, that was smoking fast. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, one of the secrets behind this horse's success is Vivian Farrington, who owned Ramblin' Willie, donated a portion of his purses to a church.
Yes,
He was the horse that God loved.
Stay with us when we come back. Susan will be here with her weekly picks. Sharla has an excellent feature on the Napolitano brothers. I know it sounds like a winery or a vinery, but it's not. It's about two harness drivers. And also we'll have more racing action from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. Don't even think it's straight far, babe. Stay right with us.
Lucky Jim is lurking about a length and a half away.
Hi, they call me Big Seamus. Everybody knows I only like to play my lucky numbers. So when I go to the Downs off-track wagering, I get to bet exactly that with the Exacta. A $2 bet on the Exacta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat big, play big, and I win big.
Downs off-track wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cheers.
We believe in life after work.
We believe good times get better in groups. We believe it's not what we do,
but what happens when we're together.
We believe when one of us wins, we all win.
We believe in all-you-can-eat wings.
And fresh hot pizza. We believe the louder you cheer, the faster they run.
We believe that two's company and three's a trifecta.
We believe. We believe.
Horses laugh like children when they run.
We believe in long shots.
We believe that jockeys are giants.
And sulkies are chariots.
We believe it's always post time somewhere.
We believe there's no place like the home stretch.
We believe.
We believe.
We believe. We believe.
We believe that life on the rail is really where it's at.
Hello there again. We see you out there in TV land. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. And it's time now for our roving correspondent, Sharla McBride. And she caught up with the Napolitano brothers, George and Anthony, to find out what goes on in their harness life. Let's watch.
Brothers George and Anthony Napolitano love the friendly but fierce competition the other presents on the track. Both are successful harness racing drivers who always root for the other. That is, until they're going head-to-head down the stretch.
When you're out there on a track, you don't look at brothers or any family. You know, you just try and do the best you can, and there's no mercy out there for brother, father, mother. Hopefully there's love after the race, but we both drive the same way, very aggressive, and there's no favoritism because he's my brother. No, definitely not. If anything, he's a little rougher, and I'm a little rougher on him. We try and really beat each other.
It's a feeling that you can't really describe coming up in the business, you know, learning what I did from him and having to face him in the stretch it makes tough competition.
George has 20 years on Anthony, so the experience rides in the big brother's bike. But growing up, George helped mold Anthony into the driver he is today.
My dad, grandpa, and George as well is in the business, and me, and I learned throughout the years everything I know from them, and most of the driving part from Georgie, you know, idol to me growing up, and to be in this league now, you know, racing with these guys, he's number one in my book for sure.
He's coming a long way. I'm real proud of him. He's got a lot of talent, and you know, it's not easy out here. He's got a lot of top drivers out here, and he's holding his own. Very proud of him.
They are in constant competition with each other on the track, but off the track, their competition turns into camaraderie.
We were always really close, and he's done everything I've done. I boxed, he boxed, I raced motocross, he raced motocross, so he tries to do everything I've done, and I'm very proud of him. We've always been close, whether we race horses or not. We're just very close brothers, and it's going to be like that, you know, forever.
For PA Harness Week, I'm Sharla McBride.
Thanks, Sharla and George and Anthony. I love those two guys. They're neat guys. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love them, the Napolitano brothers. Okay.
I didn't know you loved them. I thought you liked them.
Well, I strongly care for them.
Okay.
I don't know if it maybe borders on love. Who knows, okay? All right. let's go now to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. We've been doing that. Friday's 10th race, $50,000 open. This time, Trotters were in the spotlight. And number 7, Lucky Jim, was reunited with Andy Miller, and he was the 6-5 chalk. Number 2, the heavy hitter, Lolique, was 5-2 with Anthony Knapp. And number 4, Hot Shot Blue Chip with Joe Pavia Jr. And number 5, Buckeye St. Pat, were both 4-1. Here's that exciting call.
Lolique is on a mission. He's clear here by 2.5 lengths, but he's got to sustain. Lucky Jim coming back at him on the inside. Buckeye St. Pat went off stride there. Way back now, trotting Troy Cowchips Brood and looking Hanover Hall trying to get into it. Right now, Lolique's knocked them all out but one, but Lucky Jim is lurking about 1.5 lengths away. 3/4, 122 and 3, 27 and 3/3 panel. I can't believe these fractions here. Lolique by 1.5 lengths. Lucky Jim continues to stalk way back to trotting Troy and Cowchips Brood. Top of the stretch, it's still Lolique on top here. Lucky Jim set down for one more move, and here he comes on the outside. Lucky Jim, Lolique doing all he can, but he can't hold back Lucky Jim.
A real free-for-all leaving the gate. Buckeye St. Pat and Lucky Jim both left hard from the outside, as did Lolique from the 2-hole. Buckeye made it to the top. Lolique tucked in second, and Lucky Jim was parked to the quarter. Suddenly, though, Buckeye St. Pat made a break. Lolique took the lead, and Lucky Jim got the 2-hole. The two battled to the wire, hammer and tong, with Lucky Jim just nipping the dead game. Lolique winning in 151 and 4. Number 1, Cowchips Brood with Georgie Knapp was 6-back in 3rd. And now you want to make some money? I know what you're saying. I can use some cash. I want to go to the track. Well, let me tell you what you need to put in your saddlebag. The picks by our lovely Susan, because it's time to see as the wheels turn.
Well, the temperatures may be cooling off outside, but the racing action at Yonkers is still hot. Race 6 is the open pace. Valentino has post position 2. He turned in a big effort in the win back, and he knows his way to the winner's circle. In this race right here at Harrah's Chester, he also has post position 2. Gets to the front, just stays there, never looking back. Wins the race easy in 50 and 2. Silent Swing has post position 4. He's coming out of Poconos. He did have a bad post last week, but I think he's going to be okay. After pacing 49 and 1, coming home 26 and 3. So I'm going $10 exacta box 2-4. It is that time again. We have to take a break, but you guessed it. When we come back, we're going to go in the bike for great racing from Delaware, Ohio at the Little Brown Jug, and to Mohawk for the Milton. So stick around.
10 of racing's top distaffers for the Milton Stakes.
Hi, my name is Andy. If you're like me and always make a play for the trifecta, then go to the Downs off-track wagering. I can triple up and bet the trifecta anytime. A $2 bet on the trifecta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat, play, and I win. Hey, that's a trifecta too.
Downs off-track wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on! It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away!
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Hi there, harness racing fans, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. We're going to go up to Mohawk Raceway in Canada because they had a big race. Now, in last week's Limbs, Andrevet and Dreamfair Eternal dead heated. Tonight is the $400,000 final. What will happen when these two square off? Find out, because it's time now to go in the bike. This is exciting. Number 2, Dreamfair Eternal with Randy Waples went off the 8-5 chalk. Number 6, Laugh and Be Happy, was sort of a surprising 3-1 second choice with Jody Jamieson. And number 4, hard-hitting Andrew Vett, 5-2 with Tim Tetrick. And here's the call.
And Warwick Koine doing what she does best, and that is blasting out of there. Warwick Koine stepping out quickly. She's got company, though. Andrevet is first to the line. Laugh and Be Happy is into the pocket spot. Third away is Maureen Rocks. Trying to scramble into a 4-hole is Warwick Koine, but Waples has shut the door. Dream Fair Eternal takes that spot as they head into the first turn. Taken back to be along from in 6, Chancy Lady. 7th off the speed as they zip by the quarter pole. Seriously, the opening quarter, 26-3. Further back towards the inside, travels along Didrikson. Then it's back further to Ticket to Rock. Blissful Smile is last. And camped out on the front end for T-Trick is Andrevet. And it's Andrevet across the backstretch, one of the elimination winners from a week ago. Into the pocket spot, Laugh and Be Happy. The nightmare continues for Warwick Koine as she's limbed out from in third. A brutal trip for her. Picking up her cover 4th outside, now comes Dream Fair Eternal. The inside from in 5th belongs to Maureen Rocks. 6th then sweeping up on the outside, Chancy Lady, half in 55. And 4/5 seconds. T-Trick with a tactical advantage now as he pops the plugs on Andrevet, using Warwick Koine as a parked out pick in second. Third in that pocket spot, Laugh and Be Happy, waiting on cover. Dream Fair Eternal from in 4th. Waples has positioned her 3 lengths off the lead, but T-Trick getting away with a pretty good middle half here. Tempo setter Andrevet continues to lead the way. Now off cover comes Dream Fair Eternal. 3/4, 1:24-1, and they come into the stretch. Still with the lead is Andrevet. A stalking second, Laugh and Be Happy. Dream Fair Eternal cut loose, trying to spring through horses. Maureen Rocks with pace. Deep stretch lead. Andrevet holding on for dear life. Dream Fair Eternal made a break in stride. Laugh and Be Happy off the pocket ride is coming on for Jameson in deep stretch. Laugh and Be Happy in the final strides.
Laugh and Be Happy was stalking Andrevet the entire way. Oh my God, it took me like 3 seconds to get it. Okay, Laugh and Be Happy. Did you get that? Yeah, it took me a little bit too, but it's cool. All right, so anyway, it was just a matter of time. They deep stretch. Jody Jamieson kicks it into another gear. The last quarter's 25-4. Did you read that too?
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, they went in 150-2. Now keep in mind there was 10 mares in this race, and 5 of them were trained by Tony O'Sullivan. So he had like a pretty good idea. Maybe he was going to make it to the winner's circle. Just in case you're wondering, the favorite was Dream Fair Eternal. She came 3 wide, but then she was interfered with, and she ended up going off stride, so she had some tough luck in that race. But Laugh and Be Happy's your winner.
But who is this Tony O'Sullivan? He's got 5 steeds in the race. What does he think he is, Ron Burke or George Teague? He better get his act together, know his place, you know?
I don't know, but I like the fact that he's like Italian and Irish together, like me, Tony O'Sullivan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time for the middle jewel of Pacing's Triple Crown. Delaware, Ohio, the fairgrounds, always 50,000 plus out there. Everybody who's anybody in this business goes out there for the jug. And there's a couple of limbs. Big Bad John won the first limb, and Roll With Joe won the second. They came back for the final. Who would emerge victorious? Let's find out. Here's the call with Roger Houston.
Big Bad John, Roll With Joe on the outside. Big Bad John, Roll With Joe. Big Bad John, Big Bad John wins the Little Brown Jug. 150.
The hometown hero wins. Big Bad John, who's owned by Ed Telly, who lives in Ohio. He's trained by Delaware, Ohio trainer Ron Porter and driven by Ohioan native David Miller.
Wait, you mean he wasn't trained by Tony O'Sullivan?
Not this one, not this one. Okay, he becomes the first horse ever to be stabled at Delaware, Ohio on the fairgrounds and to win the jug, so that's interesting. He ends up winning the second heat final in 150. It's a nation seasonal record for 3-year-old pacing colts on a half-mile track. He cut the mile, he had some challenges, but he was like, I'm Big Bad John, right? He was on his game. It was a great race by him. I do want to mention one more thing. I thought this was a really cute quote. Before the final, his trainer Ron Porter said that the horse slept all day long. So it was like he knew that he was going to have to be like be on his best behavior for the day.
Before we close, congratulations to Steve Smith, who won his 3,000th race last week at Freehold Raceway. Way to go, Steve. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including my lovely partner, Heather Moffett, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here, Express Messenger to the air.